All right, welcome to Similar Figures. We're now going to use our proportions, what we learned in our proportions unit, to help us to solve missing sides of similar figures. Now, similar figures, basically what it means, if something is similar, it just means that their sides are proportionate. So the only difference between this lesson and what you just barely did is that you have to write the proportion. So what I do when I start off on a problem, this is number 1 on your homework, by the way, but when I start off here, I'm just going to call one of these triangles the triangle I'm going to write on the top of my fraction, and one the triangle that I'm going to write on the bottom of my fraction. And I go ahead and just set it up just like your proportions problem. So right here on this top triangle, I'm just going to write these two numbers on the top, 24 and 54. And for this, it doesn't matter which one goes on the right or on the left. Now, they do line up with specific ones. So when I'm looking right here at this 24, notice 24, this was the side between R and Q. So when I'm trying to figure out which side needs to go underneath it, I look up here at my triangle. Notice that R and Q are the first two letters of that triangle. They're going to be proportionate with the first two letters of your other triangle. So the side between T and U, this side right here, so that X plus 5 is going to go right underneath that. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing with this 54. Now 54, notice this is the side between R and S. Those are your last two. So they're going to line up with the last two in the other triangle, which is UV, or that 36. All right, now that you got it as a proportion, we solve it the exact same way that you just did. The cross products method, we're going to take the top and multiply it by the bottom. So 24 times 36, and set that equal to the top times the bottom. So 54 times X plus 5. And we go ahead and math away. 24 times 36 is 864. That's equal to 54x plus 54 times 5, with my calculator says it's 270. Now to solve, again, we're trying to solve for our x right here. So let's subtract our 270 from both sides. So 864 subtract 270 gives us 594. That's equal to 54x. Then to solve here, all you're going to do is divide it by that 54, and our calculator tells us that x is equal to 11. And you're done. Notice, kind of watch out, the next question, I think it's going to ask for a side measure, but this one just wants x, so x is 11.